Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Minions Lair. Minions assemble. It's time for Eionan's Edge Tuesday Live. Welcome to everybody who's already in here in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here. Let's start with some greetings. Just Nate says, hey guys, hope to be listening in this evening while working. And he said, bananas, bananas, bananas. Nate, always love to have you here, brother. I know you're working, but I appreciate you listening when you can. Don't forget to hit that like button for everybody who comes in here. I want to thank everybody who's here on the live stream already and everybody who will come in later. Also want to throw out a special thanks to everybody who listens to the replays. There are a lot of people that do that every week or is just listening while they do other activities. I still appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Crispy Critters in here throwing out the bananas as well. Nuts for Knives 20 says, banana, banana. David Iverson's here throwing out some greetings. My man, Michael Morgan, Mimo himself, is here. He says, Minions assemble. I'd like to thank Michael for being here just about every week of every broadcast I think I've ever had. And he obviously is one of my handful of moderators that I have for the live streams. Nuts for Knives throwing up some greetings. Crispy Critters throwing out some greetings. Chris Hole says, what's up, y'all? What's up, Chris? Glad to have you here tonight. I've got a pretty good show coming up. Got some good information, some knives to show off, some video content, some things we're going to look at. And then as always, we usually end with story time. Rocky Cordova's in here tonight. Thank you, sir. Love to you and yours. Thank you very much, Rocky. Appreciate that. So while we're waiting for the stream to populate and fill up a little bit, as it always does, want to talk about a couple of things real quick. I'll throw this out there to some of you early people in the house. Word of the month, the WOM for April is snot. If you don't know what that is, this is what it is. Collect words of the month off of my live streams, or WOMs as we call them, throughout 2023 for a chance to win exclusive prizes at my end of the year holiday celebration. There will also be special bonus WOMs during certain months of the year as well. Those will be worth extra entries. Those will only be shown once, so you'll have to be on the lookout for those. There will be an April bonus WOM. So anyway, the word of the month once again is snot. All right, moving on. I also want to let you guys know that I do 5 and 5s on this channel. I haven't done one in a while because I haven't really reached out to anybody. But let me explain what a 5 and 5 is. So I created this thing when I started the channel called the 5 and 5. You get 5 minutes, and I'll give you more time if necessary, but you get 5 minutes minimum to show and tell 5 knives of yours. Any 5 knives you want. And if you want to come on the live stream and not show your face and just show the knives, that's okay too. That's called the 5 and 5. I've had a lot of people on to do 5 and 5s over the last year and a half or so. Some of those people, it was their first time going on. Some of them went on to have their own live streams. So you never know. This could be the start of something for you as well. I don't care what kind of knives they are. I don't care if they're family knives, gas station knives, kitchen knives. The 5 knives you've had the longest makes no difference. All right. So 5 and 5, if you're interested in that, hit me up at eionans@gmail or on Instagram at eionans_edge. And I will get you on the channel. All right. What else have I got to tell you guys about tonight? I know there's some other exciting things, but let me check the chat because I see there's 13 unread messages. Let's take that off of the screen too. We don't need that. Boom. All right. Let's see. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Let's see. Michael Morgan throwing out some more greetings. Don Ray is in the house. Hello, everyone. So glad to be here tonight with y'all. I am very glad to be here as well. Michael Morgan with some greetings. Carco says, sup, fellas? What's going on, my friend? Glad to have you here. Don't forget, if you're in the chat, if you're in the live stream chat, please don't forget to hit the like button when you stop in. Even if you don't plan on staying the whole time, I do appreciate you stopping by. We got Going Awry is in here. What's going on? And one of my other moderator extraordinaires, my original moderator, actually, for the live streams, Gonzo. Also a very good friend of mine in the knife community. So let's check out Gonzo's channel. Let's see who else here has it. Dawn Ray has a channel. Mimo has an awesome shorts channel. Go check all those people out. They all have really, really cool content. All right. Let's see who else is in here that I'm missing out on. Lots of greetings going on. Native Wildman is here. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. As always, you hardly ever miss a week, man. Wildman's in the house for sure. What else did I want to say? I wanted to throw a few shout outs out there too during the live stream. So I'd like to shout out Darnell B, 85, still MIA due to some health issues. I know what those are all about, and so does Mrs. Edge, obviously. So shout out to you, brother. I hope to have you back on some of the live streams soon. Hope you start feeling better. Shout out to OTIP, other than intended purposes. I know he's had a bunch of health issues too. It seems like he's doing better, but shout out to him. Obviously, shout out to Mrs. Edge. She is on week 5 of 6 in her radiation therapy for her cancer. And she's doing pretty well overall, although there are some side effects that are giving her some trouble. But generally speaking, she's doing pretty good, all things considered. And I'd also like to shout out Uncle Cow. Uncle Cow, he's an inspiration. He's a great guy. And he's been going through some struggles himself. And now those things might appear to be he might be coming over the horizon on that. And that's great. But he usually watches or listens watches on replay every week. So shout out to you, brother. I appreciate it. Let's see who else we got in here that I have missed so far. Some links going up to people's channels. I love that. Moderators doing their job, greeting people. Brashear Bear is in the house. What's up, my friend? He says, evening, Eionan. Continued prayers for Mrs. Edge, Native Dawn, Rocky Gonzo, Carco Mimo. Yeah. Shout out to Mattis's wife and Bama's wife. Yes, absolutely, too. I include all those people for sure. Sorry about canceling the live stream last week. I actually had some health issues myself that have been giving me a lot of problems. They're unresolved at this particular point. So we'll see what happens. My good friend Neil McKenzie is in here, former coworker and good friend. What's up, Neil? Good to have you in here, even if it's for a little while. I know you're probably at work. I know you're probably watching on your break, but I appreciate you being here, brother. Life has been pretty hectic and busy. This is the busiest time of the year at work for me, but we will get together in the future, I promise. I think I got a couple of your CDs I got to give back to you too, so we definitely got to make that work. Zero Bites is here as well. What's up, Zero Bites? He says, here for a bit. Got to get to the dentist for cleaning soon. Oh, dentist appointments, right? They're the worst. They really are. Joe Kasperick is in here. It says Eionan, throwing out some prayers. Thank you, brother, for Mrs. Edge mainly, but I could also probably use a few of those myself right now. I've been not necessarily having the best couple of months health-wise. So looking forward to hopefully feeling a little better in the future, see what happens. What else have I got to tell you guys? We're going to talk about this in a little bit, but if you use Instagram, add the hashtag Minions Carry Knives to your post to help create a spot for all the Minions Instagram posts. I generally check it at least for some period of time on the Tuesday live streams every week. So basically, if you just hashtag your Instagram posts with hashtag Minions Carry Knives, they will populate over there. I think there's over 1,000 posts over there already. So it's been pretty popular and it's done really, really well. If you want to be part of that collection and want to possibly have your stuff looked at here on the lives every week, throw it up there. All right. We're not critical. We don't rate. We just go over and look at other people's knives. And that can be a lot of fun sometimes, I think. What else have I got for you? One more time on this. If you're looking for the WOM for April, here it is on the screen. I'm only going to put it up probably one more time at the end, but there is the word of the month for April. Grab it while you can, folks. Let's see what else is going on here in chats. Chats. What do we got? We got a whole bunch of people greeting. We've got Joe Kasperick's in there. Leland Phil says, what's up, everyone? What's up, my man? Leland's been on following my channel for a long time and my live streams for a long time. He's a good guy. Iggy is in here as well. She says, be up at Jason Brown. That's right. Be up is our little hashtag to help remember Jason Brown, who was an irreplaceable member of the knife community. Totally irreplaceable. And he will be remembered for many, 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 many years to come by all of us. What else have we got going on in here? I have some things to look at. Yes, you do have some things to look at, Rocky. And if you start hashtagging Minions Carry Knives, if you add that hashtag to your Instagram post, there you go. We're going to go over and take a look at that page during the live stream tonight. So we will get a chance to see what some of the new ones are. And since I missed last week, there should definitely be some new posts over there at Minions Carry Knives. Lots of greetings going on in here. People are throwing out greetings. But since we got about 24, 25 people in the stream right now, let's go ahead and start pocket checks. Throw out your pocket check. Tell me what you're carrying for this week. Let me know what you got in your pockets for knives, flashlights, challenge coins, EDC stuff, whatever. Throw that up for me real quick so we can see what you guys are carrying. It's always fun to see the knives that people have in their pockets, especially since you guys carry a lot of knives that I don't carry. There you go. Let's see who else we got here. We got Honey Bear in the house too, all the way up there in the far north of New England. All right, lots of greetings going on. People greeting Honey Bear. I love it. I love all these people greeting everyone here. Neil McKenzie's carrying a penguin. Whoa, I missed him. It skipped. Neil McKenzie's carrying a penguin. I love it, right? Got his penguin on him. He's at work too. Let's see. Crispy Critters throwing out some greetings. Iggy throwing out some greetings. Everybody's throwing out some greetings. That's, you know why that is? Because we got the best community there is. The knife community is fantastic. Don't you forget it. Pocket check. Dawn Ray says, my Banana Sativian ST-139. That's right. There is a review on the ST-139 on my YouTube channel this week that I just put up. And that knife was courtesy of Dawn Ray B. So thank you, Dawn. Big shout out to you and your awesome channel that you have. It is small, but it is friendly and entertaining. And I, for one, enjoy going over there and checking it out. So Dawn is carrying the Sativian ST-139 in black and yellow, the same model knife that I reviewed. So you get a chance to go over there and take a look. Let's see what else we got here. Michael Morgan is carrying a Tucson TS-340. Native Wildman. Sean is carrying a QSP Hawk, the CRKT Cruiser, the Rake Jaeger, and I forgot the other one. That's right. Throw it up later, brother. That's all right. Joe Kasparek has the Asher Sparrow Baby Panther Big Red Coin and a Phoenix PD36R. Very nice, sir. Rocky Cordova is carrying a Brown Knives Mini FSD, semi-custom, and a Factor. Cool. That's a very nice carry. I dig it. What else have we got here? Honey Bear said, carried the Lamia and a little native Slippy today. Perfect. I like that. Gonzo's carrying Rough Rider Reserve Barlow. Very cool, nice. Single blade, double blade. Lightning out the front, and extra mag, and a GX4XL. Let's see what else we got. Some of the greetings going on. Going to Rise carrying the Archbishop too. Oh, I love the Archbishop. Love the Archbishop. In fact, I did a short today on the Wee Mini Malice, which is Ferrum Forge design, same basic shape and size, design, not size, but design as the Archbishop, the original Archbishop. You're also carrying the Night Core Tiki. Cool. Zero Bites is carrying a Protect Front 5 in a pocket, an SE Azula on the belt, Burt's Bees, a Roby Von A8X, and a Fisher Space Pen Bullet. Oh, cool. That's a cool pen. Let's see what else. Let's see. Don Ray says, thank you, and I just put around. Glad you enjoy my ramblings. I do. So does Mrs. Edge. So do a lot of other people that have subscribed to your channel. So don't sell yourself short, sister. All right. Anyway, David Tooley says, good evening, Knife Fam. I'm carrying a Gerber Air Ranger. Thank you, David, for being here. And very nice carry. I like it. David Iverson. He always has a lot of stuff in his pocket. David's always got a lot of stuff. He's carrying the big old ZT 0308, a case large 5-inch double blade toothpick. Woo, woo. White River Backpacker, Victorinox Camper, a Baby B, a Hinder Investigator pen. That's nice. Rule number 9 coin. Rule number 9, always carry a knife. Rule number 9 Zippo. Rule number 9 Force Tank. So David is like, always carry a knife, always carry a knife, always carry a knife. I love it. All right. What else have we got here? Lone Wolf says here, President accounted for. Lone Wolf, throw up your pocket check when you get a second. That's what we're doing. People are tossing out their knives and stuff that they're carrying today. Gonzo said, take a breath. David did his pocket check. That's correct. I always have to take a breath before then, right? Let's see. Crispy Critters carrying the best tech Shodan and a Finch Harvester. Very cool. Very cool. Will B is in the house. What's up, Will? No, Will's been very busy lately. Hasn't been able to make all the live streams, but I appreciate it when you stop by, brother. Always good to see you. Always good to have you here. Even if you can't stay, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Iggy is carrying an F5.5, a Leatherman Squirt. Very cool. Ion Flashlight, an Eionan coin. Those are very rare, especially after I broke my original prototype, dropping it on the floor. And a Mrs. Edge Hank. Awesome. Carry Iggy. Good to have you back, sister. Good to have you back. Let's see who else. Mike Reese says, hey, everyone. Mike, throw out your pocket check when you get a chance. Even if I miss it, everybody else will get a chance to see what you're carrying. Light Steve is in here with a baton 3 and a tactile Maverick. Bang. Love it. Copper Light's giving some greetings to other people. Lone Wolf. Michael Mimo is giving some greetings to other people. Yeah, David says never leave home without multiple knives. True. I always have a minimum of 2 on my person. Gonzo from greetings. Mike Reese says the EMP EDC relative and the bronze tie penguin plus. Beautiful, sir. Beautiful. I am going to do some praying to the heavens above that this Saturday I am able to pick up an EMP EDC Nimble X version 2. The new version 2s are dropping this Saturday. I will be logged in and waiting ahead of time to spend my hard-earned money on one of those bad boys because it's the only other EMP EDC knife I really, really want, and I don't own at this moment. And I missed out on the very first drop, which might have been a good thing because they made a few small improvements to the V2. Gonzo says, I just found my Eionan coin. I thought it was gone forever. Well, good that you did. Put that bad boy in a coin slip. Put it somewhere safe. Every year, the coin is going to be different, by the way. Every single year, there will be a new coin. I promise. Minions carry knives. That's right. Minions do carry knives. And in just a moment, we're going to segue into that. I am looking for a couple more people's pocket checks, and we'll see. Lone Wolf's carrying a alpaca pouch, Nip-X pliers, EP1 tie pen, the Demco 8020.5 tie in 3V, very nice. Large Sebenza 31, nice. Kaiser Pinch, ZT0640, cool. Lynch pry bar, very nice. And an I5R Olight, one of my favorite knives by them. I mean, my favorite lights by them. Let's see. What else have we got here? There was a, speaking of coin slip, I did forget to say I'm also carrying my OLED Arcfield UV and my Mrs. Edge coin. There you go. Okay, well, very cool. Mrs. Edge watches these live streams almost 100% of the time, so I'm sure she sees that. Stephen Wallace just came in the house. What's up, brother? Good to have you here. Glad to see you. Mike Reese says, I'm definitely picking up a Nimble X this weekend. Excited. I'm for sure. I will be there ready to go. I know which one I want. I just want to get one. It's really the only thing I'm missing to make myself fully happy with the EMP EDC collection. There are other EMP EDC knives I want, but the Nimble X, I just feel like I have to own one of those, especially since I own a few other Nimbles that I really like. Okay, so there was a mention of Minions carry knives. So let's go ahead and segue over there. Remember, if you use Instagram, add the hashtag Minions carry knives to your post and help create a spot for all Minions Instagram posts. There's over 1,000 posts, I believe, over there. And we usually check it weekly on the live stream. We are about to do that now. All right, so let's go take a look and see what you guys have been posting in the last week and a half since I have not been able to be here on a live stream. Let's go take a look. First of all, if you're wondering what I had in my pocket today, here it is. Here it is on the screen. This right here is what I carried. What might that be, you say? Well, that would be the Ritter Hogue RSK in 20CV, the Wee Mini Malice button lock, Swiss Army Knife SD Classic in black, a Olight i3T EOS, an EDC coin from NebuCloud because I broke my Eionan's Edge coin that Mrs. Edge made, and a Mrs. Edge Hank. And there you see the hashtag Minions carry knives, hashtag EDC, hashtag Quality Dump. Quality Dump is actually Cole's spot. So that is what I actually carried today. But let's look at what you folks have been posting over here at Minions Carry Knives. Here it is, 1,083 posts. Holy cow, you guys have done a great job. at populating this spot. And I really, really, truly appreciate it. Let's see here. Oh, you guys are asking for the word of the month. There you go. Gonzo just threw it up for Lone Wolf. So if you're missing it, get it. I might only put it up one more time. Urban is here as well. I don't know where you are, Urban, but there he is. There he is, here. Urban says here. Thank you very much, sir, for being here tonight. I always appreciate you, brother. But let's go over here and take a look and see what we got. Artificial Safari, Rich Kasner. Some of these I have already seen and liked. Druby Tunes. He's doing his cutout thing, and I really think that's kind of cool. It's kind of unique. We got, oh, I like that picture of the Spyderco. That's pretty cool. Oh, here's one from Rich. He says, my Growing Patch Challenge coins and sticker collection. A big thank you to Blue Creek Knives and a whole bunch of other folks. Rich Kasner, if you're listening or see this, brother, I should leave a note here. Hit me up. I'll send you a sticker. Here. There we go. Boom. Let's get that post out there. All right. What else have we got here? Look at this. Lord Needham. Always bringing it, man. Always bringing it. Great background. Awesome. Awesome looking version of the F5.5, even though that's not a knife that I particularly like for myself ergonomically. It's a really cool knife. Craig Hamilton. That one I've already seen. What else have we got down here? We got some new stuff, I know. Most recent. Look at this. Ooh, G-Ball Vision. Putting out some heat there. Looks very, very nice. Trevisa knives. Cool. Kaiser and Trevisa. Michael Reese. Can you find the Olight in my Tie Tuesday carry? Yeah. It's down there camouflaged on the Issuing Stitches Hank. I like it. Very cool. Oh, little puppy dogs warm my heart. And that gets a like no matter what. Bama Ninja. Let's see, G-Ball throwing some other stuff out. He's got a Kubi up here, the Momentum. I've always liked Kubi knives. I wish more of their knives less of their knives had D2 and more had 14C or other steels like that. This is pretty cool. Dribby with a petrified fish. Knife Shop by Nick Riggy. We're going to circle back around to Nick Ridgy. I'm sorry, to Nick Ridgy's soon to be upcoming Riggy jersey knife that myself and a lot of other people touted over this second half of 2022. That is coming out, I believe, at the end of April or the beginning of May. There we go. Oh, Michael Reese with the relative. There it is. There it is. Yes, yes, yes. Here's one of my previous pocket carries. This was last week's, even though I didn't have a live stream. We got the Tucson TS319. Love that knife. I want to still get it in carbon fiber inlays instead of Burlette Micarta. But then the amazing QSP Hedgehog C. Risner exclusive. That is a fantastic light. And my favorite Olight, the 03, the Baton 3. Rich Kasner with some more cool pictures. He's got a Bastide Raccoon and a Spyderco. Bama Ninja with some other cool stuff. A couple Ferrum Forge designs, the Prolix, and I forget what the Sin Cut is called. And then he's got Michael's Sea Snake down there at the bottom. Illuminati Ninja throwing up some heat. I like it. Nice picture from Tree Stab and Troy. That gets a like for sure. What else is in here? All right. It looks like that's a lot of the recent stuff. Oh, this is one of the coins that Knife Shop by Nick Ridgy did. He's going to be doing some custom coins, I think, to go along with his knives. And here we have Just Nate 39 throwing down massive heat here. A Devo mash, and then a Kunwu Pulsar, which is drool worthy. Both of those are fantastic knives. Excellent, excellent job, Nate. Wow, look at some of the photography on these homeboys. Woohoo! Bama Ninja's stepping up his game, huh? I like it. Look at this. Yep. Looks good. Next. Stevie would hate that picture. All right. All right. But you can see there's a ton of really nice stuff. Look at this one by Lord Needham. Just three absolutely super smoking hot knives. Really, really cool stuff. Another one here by Rich Kasner. I love how much color Rich always gets in there. Well-lit photos, good pictures. Very nice, Richard. Thank you for posting to the site. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's more puppy dog pictures, right? So there you go. Check it out. There's over 1,000 images in there at this particular time. So give it a look, see if there's something you see in there that you think is pretty darn cool. All right, I got to catch up on comments here because obviously we're just drooling over everybody's knife pictures. So let's see what else is going on. Everybody's sharing that word of the month. That's right, because they realize, boy, I better get those. You must have at least the 12 months to be entered this year. All right, that's going to be the requirement. You're going to need every word of the month from January to December, and I will do the December one in early December. You'll need them all in order to be entered in that contest, but there will be bonus woms, and you're going to want to get those too. Let's see here. Yeah. Shame on me being 10 minutes late. Well, I usually do it. Hey, I usually do it again. I do have a Teespring page with my swag on it, but I would caution people, the wait has been long. I've had my Mrs. Edge waited 2 months for her hoodie, 2 months, and we had to call them, and it's my account. So if you order something from Teespring, be careful because obviously it's taking a long time to get that stuff. Just posted a new pic at Minions Carry Knives. I already clicked off of that. I'll try to swing back to it later. Let's see. Don Ray, any word on Blazeburger? I did not know there was an issue with Blazeburger. If there is, my thoughts and prayers go out to him. I didn't realize we had a problem with that. Tree Stab and Troy is in here somewhere. Good to have you, sir. Sharp Guy ATX is in here, so that's cool. Everybody seems to be doing pretty good, so I'm happy with that. All right, so I mentioned Nick Ridgey's knives. I want to circle back to that for just a second. I'm going to share the screen here. I will probably see if I can't get Nick back on here right around release time to talk to you guys and talk about the knives. But this is the Ridgey. I keep saying Ridgey because I until I actually talked to Nick, I didn't know that his last name was Ridgey. This is the Ridgey jersey right here that you're looking at. This knife is about to release. This is a medium-sized knife. It is about the same size as a Benchmade Mini Presidio Elite. Really cool knife, all titanium, milled scales, drop point blade, really good looking knife. It has a raised pivot collar with Nick's logo on it. There will be a couple different variations of it, satin and bead blasted and stonewashed, and I think a full bead blasted, I believe, is the fourth one. He's just showing you some pictures of the packaging, which looks really kind of nice. And there you can go. You can see there was a slight change to the logo. One of the changes they made on this knife was with the milling, and it was something that I actually recommended to Nick when I reviewed the knife for him. And he decided that that was a really good idea, and he liked it, and it ended up being part of the final design. So I'm super jazzed about that. But you want to go check this knife out. You're going to get a full titanium knife, milled, tie clip, you know, the whole deal. Grater goes on this thing, and M390 blade steel, $195. It's a very, very reasonable price to pay. I understand. I think it's White Mountain Knives is also going to offer a batch of them as well, but I think they're going to go live on Nick's site first. Don't quote me on that, but you got to check this knife out. I like this knife so much. I actually bought the prototype from Nick way before he decided to sell off the prototypes now that the production versions are about to hit. I told him, I said, I got to have one of these. I can't wait until you release them. Is there any way I can buy this? He said, I have a couple of prototypes. I'll be glad to sell you that one. He was gracious enough to do that. That should be enough of an endorsement. I've never bought anybody's prototype before. So there you go. Anyway, that is the Ridgey jersey. You're going to hear more about that as he moves to production. And that should be coming up very, very soon, guys. Very, very soon. Nate Wildman says, I got a new rock today. Must be a special rock. Urban Woodsman strawberry cheesecake ice cream on a slice of warm cherry pie. Oof, man, that sounds fantastic, but also sounds like a case of diabetes. O-Tip is in the house. O-Tip is here. Welcome, brother. I was throwing a shout out to you at the beginning of the show. Let's see. Terminated quartz ball. Okay, very nice. I like it. I agree. Nice. Lone Wolf says he's been using multiple accounts on giveaways. I guess others heard last week. I just found out last night. What are we talking about, folks? Oh, everyone know about Beaver Baron and giveaway. No, I did not. But that is bad. Bad Beaver Baron. If you did that, that's bad. Don't do it no more, all right? That's not cool, man. Not cool. A lot of questions going out there. So cool. So let me move on to a part of the show that everybody seems to enjoy. Can anybody guess what that part of the show is? Anybody guess what that part of the show is? Come on, I'm waiting. While you guys, I'm waiting to see if anybody guesses. Eionan's Edge out. Mrs. Edge is doing well. Mrs. Edge is doing. Okay, I won't say very well. Mrs. Edge is doing well. She's in week 5 of 6 of her radiation. Has a few side effects that are starting to get to her: some fatigue, some sunburn, sore throat affecting what she eats, but she's able to eat, so that's good. And I've had a couple of things happen health-wise myself. One of them pretty major with my back. Without going into a lot of detail, I have moderate and in one part and advanced in another part of my lower lumbar stenosis, which is causing me a lot of strong sciatic pain on both sides and kind of wobbly hips, if you want to call it that. So not cool. One other health issue that kind of won't go away has been nagging me too. She's doing well. I'm kind of okay. I'm hanging in there. But anyway, yeah, on to new things. So I asked everybody, what time is it? And a bunch of people said, and I think maybe Dawn was the first person that posted it, Drunken Knife Reviews. You got it. That is exactly what time it is. It is, it's this week's Drunken Knife Review segment. So for those of you who haven't been here for this before, here's what this is. I was turned on to the fact that one of my subscribers would often watch mine and other channels' knife review videos at half speed and sit there and laugh about them. So I went and checked out some of the videos that he referenced, including a couple of my own. And since then, I've gone around on a weekly basis and found some channels that I am friends with, and I know those people have a sense of humor, and we're going to look at their knife reviews like they are drunk. So I'm going to set that up for you right now. We are going to actually, hold on, we're going to actually share the screen, and we're going to do the first one. The first Drunken Knife review is going to be Bees Blades.
To the channel, Trevisa has updated their Lynx series of knives, and now they're 2.0. This is the Lynx 01 2.0, and in all of its iron woodness. Would you look at it? Just look at it and check it out. Right off the bat, I can tell what they did as an update. They updated the pocket clip on the Series 1, or this is the Trevisa 04 version 1. I keep it straight. This is 1.0. Now, it does not have a reversible pocket clip. So with the 2.0s, they listen to the knife community, and they're like, you know what? We're going to go ahead and put a spot on the other side, and we're going to make it fancy and put in a little filler plate. How about that? How about them apples? So this one right here is the 04. There's 3 or 4 different versions. I'll have them linked in the description, depending on what you prefer. This is the one that has the micarta, and you could get the new version in micarta with the updated pocket clip. But this is the one we're here to see, and you ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Oh my God.
It's Damascus. 110 layers of Damascus steel. And you know what I did? I got my little microscope thingy and I checked and I looked right along the spine, because with my naked eye, as blind as I am, I couldn't tell if it was really layered or not. And I'll put a picture right up there on the screen so you can see all of the layers for yourself. But this is a nice looking Damascus steel. I know all you Damascus fans are probably drooling right now. You can
I think I think he might be drooling too. Again, folks, full disclaimer: no, Bees is not actually drunk. This is Bees Blades knife review of this Trevisa played at half speed. So we do this every week just as some comedy relief. I've done a couple of my videos. We've had Maddie, Stevie, Blades, and EDC. I mean, we've done a lot of different people's stuff. G-Ball, and he's seeing more layers than he should, Urban. I totally have. Hey, ask Spicoli, right? Jeff Spicoli. But actually, Bees has one of the funnier half-speed deliveries because it really does sound like Bees is like thrown back a 12-pack before he did this knife review. He got into this is giving me dating show H flashback. Done. That's priceless. He got into the honey wine, right? Not in on the joke. Yeah. So Cargo is basically, I play the videos at half speed of mine and other people's knife reviews. We do little snippets like this just to see what people sound like if their speech was slowed down, like they were intoxicated or smoked a doobie. Yes. Okay. So that's the deal. But we're not going to stop there, folks. No. We're not going to stop there. We're going to add another one in here. So give me just a second because I love doing this. Let's see. Let me get this back up here. Share screen. Did that one already. This next one is going to be Beard of Doom. BOD, the Beard of Doom. Okay. We're going to do Beard of Doom on this next one, folks. So bear with me here for just a second while I get this set up. Here is BOD doing one of his Artisan Cutlery Ferrum Forge Valor reviews. He's doing an unboxing from Blue Creek Knives. Ready? Here we go.
Stay prepared. Don't get prepared. That's a very important thing to live by, because if you try to get prepared when the shit hits the fan, then you're not going to do a very good job. But if you stay prepared, then you'll be ready when it hits the fan. Dive Indiana ponds, discover the deep. I don't know if I would ever want to dive in an Indiana pond. I'm sure there's probably a lot of bones and cars and stuff. Damn, that's a big box. This is an artisan cutlery. Ooh, yeah, I'm sure you could read that. So maybe not. My camera doesn't like to focus. Holy crap, that's got a tin in there.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
Oh.
That's wild. Talk about packaging, man. That's where all the weight's coming from, is
Buddy.
from this.
Anyway, you guys can go check this out yourself and watch it at half speed if you like. That's perfectly fine. My boy, BOD, a good friend of mine in the knife community. I love you, brother. And yeah, Crispy Drew's like, whoa, right? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, go a bit slower. You could go a bit slower, right? It would probably sound even funnier. So yeah, a lot of people think it's funny. I saw the whole review. It's almost as funny at full speed. It is actually. His reviews are always entertaining, but it's kind of interesting to hear him. But I think B's delivery lends itself, when you slow it down to half speed, to him literally sounding like he downed a 12 pack before he sat down and did that, right? So that is Drunken Knife Reviews, folks. We do that every week just to poke a little fun at ourselves and some of the other members of the knife community. And I also do it because if you're not already subscribed to Bearded Doom, if you're not subscribed to Big Red, who I did last week, I think, or G-Ball or Urban Woodsman or any of those other people, like, and I do their Drunken Knife Reviews, you should be subscribed to them. You should be going over and subbing their channels right now. So again, that's part of the other reason I do it. I always like to throw a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of humor on the situation, and also share some of my good friends in the knife community's channels so that hopefully if you haven't found them already, you will. I always like Doom's reviews. Me too. Doom always keeps it interesting. Yeah, hashtag get sub. There you go. Aberdeen Blades. How are you, sir? Glad to have you in here. 34 people in the stream right at the moment. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not already done that. All right. I did not go over and check and see. What do we got? 30. So you guys are doing okay. But there's a few of you that hit the like button. All right. There's Iggy, one of my other moderator extraordinaires, throwing up G-Ball's link. So I appreciate that a lot. I'm not going to be doing a super long giveaway tonight. But since I have quite a few people in the stream, I will remind everyone that there are words of the month this year for the grand prize in the holiday drawing. And the word of the month for this month is this one right here. I've already said it twice, I think 3 times on the stream. But there it is. If you're looking for the word of the month, that is it. All right. So I did a review on a knife, and I'm going to share that real quick on the screen. Here's what I would like for you guys to do for me. I need you to do me a special favor. I need you to do me a favor, and I'm going to show you what that favor is in just a moment. Here's what I need from you guys. Here's what I need. I need you, and I'm going to make it easy on you. You don't even have to do it right this second, okay? Preferable that you don't. I would like you guys at some point to go over and take a look at this, episode 89, Sativian ST-139. And here's why I would like you to do that. This knife was donated to the channel for review by Dawn Ray B. Now, Dawn Ray was looking for knife recommendations. I recommended Sativians as a really inexpensive budget knife that had a lot of value. Some other people recommended Sativian and some other brands. We all threw out brands. She ended up buying this exact knife, the ST-139, and she donated a brand new one to the channel for review. So here's what I would like you guys to do. I would like you guys to go over and take a look at that review of her knife and hit the like button and leave a comment. There's 36 people in the stream. There's only 29 likes on that knife. If you have not gone over and looked at it. All right. And hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know you were there. Not a requirement, just asking. But because the knife was donated and because I already did the review of this particular knife, and I will go ahead and stop sharing that screen right now, what's going to happen is I am going to give that knife away right now. That's what's going to happen. We're going to do the old-fashioned numbers type thing. And I'm going to put down a number. So here's what's going to happen, folks. All right. Don't start doing no guessing. One of my moderators is going to throw up the rules. All right. I don't care which one of you guys does it, but one of you guys toss up the rules for me. Basically, the rules are this: one guess only, no using multiple accounts. If I find somebody's in here sniping, they will not receive whatever they win if they manage to do that. You must be in the United States. You must be 18 years or older with a U.S. mailing address. If you're not in the United States and you have somebody in the U.S. that the knife can be mailed to and then have them send it to you, that is fine. I will make an exception for Mimo if he wins because he's my moderator and I don't mind sending something to him. All right, so there are the rules, okay? You can also guess for someone else if you like. You don't have to guess for yourself. If you don't have any need for a brand new budget knife, and I will show you the knife, and I will show you what else is coming with it. So here it is, still in the package. Only used it for some test cuts and things like that. Restropped it, nice and sharp. Brand new knife from Sativian, courtesy of Dawn. You can thank Dawn for this because she's the one who gave me the knife. And there's a little mini swag pack here with some swag in it. You're going to get Eionan's Edge decal, fully deployed, presented by Eionan's Edge decal, Bluminati Ninja decal, cue ball sticker. Whoa, let's turn that right side up. There we go. Cue ball sticker. Let's see. This was the I don't know, one of them fancy clothing companies. I can't read it. And a Rosecraft Blade sticker from Blade Show this past year. This is a Blade Show Atlanta 2022 Rosecraft sticker. Not easy to get your hands on. So, a little bit of swag and a knife for you guys. Okay, here's how it's going to work. One of my moderators is going to throw up the start button. Do not guess before that happens. And I'm not going to give you the number this week until I see the start. All right. Closes without going over wins in the event of a tie. We will go to a knife off. 2 men enter. 1 man leaves with the knife. That's how it works. Okay. So you can play for someone, El Cap Addict. Absolutely. If you would like to play for someone, you can. All right. So anyway, as soon as I see a start, I will give you guys the number range. As soon as I see a start, I will give you guys the number range. Okay, there's the start. Iggy has thrown that up. Bam, there's a start. Michael Morgan's also thrown up a start. The number range is 101 to 299. Moderators, please throw that up for me. 101 to 299 is the number range. I'll be giving away this knife to the person who comes the closest without coming over. 101 to 239. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. That's right, Rocky. Thunderdome, baby. Break a deal, face the wheel. All right, guesses are starting to roll in. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, that's right. Your range is 101 to 299. Thank you, Iggy. 101 to 299. 101 to 299. I think I'm going to have to go outside and relax after dinner tonight. We're having tacos. I'm going to watch some Cole. Probably do that with a little bit of a buzz, you know. That's always fun. Cole's channels. All right. Well, let's see here. We got more comments rolling. I'm looking at the guesses. Some good guesses in here. Good guesses. I like it. Good guesses. Good guesses. Some more guesses rolling in. More guesses rolling in. Nice. 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 Troy says 126 because I'm carrying the ST 126 today, thanks to Eionan. That is correct, sir. Troy did win the ST 126 from me. Rocky throwing out a guess. Dwayne Letterman. Yeah, 7 won't work. Rocky, that won't work. 101 to 299 is the range, buddy. All right. Only 1 guess, Rocky. That's right. I will only take 1 guess. All right. I will give it just a few more seconds, and then moderators, please throw up a stop sign for me, so that we can hopefully find out who the winner of this knife is going to be. Pretty fly if you just came in. 101 to 299. You got a chance to guess to win a Sativian ST 139 budget knife. All right. I am waiting for a stop sign from one of my moderators. Doesn't matter. Hey, there's Bluminetti. Michael Morgan threw it up. Stop. There we go. And Iggy, you guys are on it. I love it. Okay. So the actual winning number was, surprised nobody guessed this one. I don't think so. 139. It's a Sativian ST139. That is the winning number. So moderators and I will go back up here and look, and we will try to figure out who the heck won this thing. Somebody had to have guessed less than 139. I know somebody guessed in the 120s. Who was that? 123 gone awry. Who else? Anybody guess higher than 123? 121 for Maddie. 143 too high. Let's see what else we got here. 126 for Tree Stab and Troy. Oh my God, if that actually wins because he mentioned the model number as his guess, that will be quite ironic. Let's see. 111. Pretty Fly threw up 189 after the stop. Wouldn't have won anyway. I believe Tree Stab and Troy. Tree Stab and Troy. No budget knives. Tree Stab and Troy is the winner. Tree Stab and Troy. That's 2 times now that you have won a knife from me, Troy. So you know the drill. You have 5 days to get a hold of me at eionanz@gmail.com or over at my Instagram mail. Confirm your mailing address. I believe I might have it, but send it to me again anyway. And you won the Sativian and the Swag Pack. So congratulations to Troy. Very good, sir. Bananas, right? This has been affectionately, as I say in the review, and again, go watch it if you haven't, because it's a real cool little knife. This has been dubbed the Minions knife for obvious reasons, right? Does look like a black and yellow banana. Yes, Tree Stab and Troy, you, sir, you have won. You're a winner. You're a winner, Troy. You're a winner. Don't you let anybody tell you differently. It's clever enough to guess 139, right? All right. And yes, again, huge shout out to Dawn Ray for donating the knife. Okay. I did an honest review. It's a really cool knife. We wouldn't have recommended that brand, and people wouldn't have steered you in that direction if we didn't think you'd find something that you'd be happy with. But I thought it would be really cool to show a knife that a first-time knife, somebody who's kind of breaking into the knife community and into knives, would go out and would make a choice on. And a lot of her choices for that knife were fantastic. They were based in logic, and she bought a really good knife, and I thought it'd be fun to review it. So it was really cool when she offered to send me one. And now one of you Minions is the proud owner of a Minions knife. There you go, folks. All right. So thank you all. And Dawn, again, I really appreciate you for donating the knife to us today. All right. So what else have I got to go over here? I don't know if I have anything else. So, I think, guys, you know what time it might be? I mean, it's right around the top of the hour. You know what time it might be? Somebody's getting a hint here. Crispy Curtis says, my Whoopi and White Grape Swisher is ready for a story. Urban Woodsman says, I want a story. Okay. Well, you know what it is? You know what time it is then, don't you? You know what time it is. Story time with Uncle Eionans. So, gather your whoopies, gather in your blankets and your sippy cups and your popcorn. Try not to spill it on anybody else. Get next to your friends. Huddle up together. Story time with Uncle Eionans. Coming up. Story time. That's right. Michael Morgan says, gather around, children. It's story time with Uncle Eionans. It is story time. So I have a lot of experiences from, yay, cuddle party. I have a lot of experiences from my youth that I like relaying to you guys. I believe on a live stream last year, I told you guys that, yes, story time. People are excited. Look at story time, story time, story time. Yeah. Story time. Yeah. Right. So I believe I told you guys on a live stream story time last year, and there's a story time every week, guys. I tell a story every week, a life story, a moral story, whatever it may be. There's always a story. I believe, though, last year, let me get to the point here. I believe last year I told you guys that when I was a kid, the era I grew up in, I grew up in the Northeast, born in Boston, raised in Connecticut, and did a lot of different things. But the era I grew up in, fireworks, real fireworks, were readily available. As a matter of fact, every year, my father brought back huge, really fancy fireworks when he went on trips with the racing team and trips to work for places he worked at, different states he worked in. And I would always, never directly from my dad, but I would always, through my older brother, I would always end up with some M80s. Okay. M80s are a tiny stick of dynamite. That's literally what they are. Long waterproof wicks, okay, on M80s. And they basically were very easy to get your hands on. Okay. So here I am. I'm like 13 years old, and I've got a bag full of M80s as a kid that my older brother gave me, right? So, we did some minor things to experiment with how cool they were. Like, I really wanted to know if the wicks were waterproof. Follow me? So this is a story I told in the past, but I'll retell it today. So behind the house I grew up in, which was on the edge of the city, was an old mill complex with a canal that no longer was used as a canal. It used to be used along the river to load goods onto barges, and they would float them down the canal to the port at the mouth of the river in the city, and then they would put them on trains and put them on boats and take them other places. But this canal was just there, and nobody used it. I mean, sometimes people would fish in it, but you weren't going to really catch very much because they didn't let a lot of fish in there during the year. But we basically used it to play army and to do all kinds of crazy projects, make model battleships and see if we could sink them. But then I got this idea one day, and I said, these M80s, they're supposed to have waterproof wicks, right? And they're really long. I go, what if we took a couple of these Welch's grape juice glass bottles, right? Glass Welch's grape juice bottles, and we put the M80s in, and I took a drill and I drilled a hole in the top, and they were metal tops then, and I stuck the wick through it, and I just put a piece of tape over it, right? Put a piece of tape over the top, so I got like wick sticking out like this far. So here we are standing on the first floor of a collapsed mill building, standing over the canal. And I'm literally holding this glass bottle in my hand with an M80 in it, and it's got a wick sticking out of it. And my friend is standing behind me with a cigarette lighter, lighting it. And then I'm taking it and throwing it down into the canal below us. And let me tell you what, the first time that one of those things goes off and makes a 20 or 30 foot mushroom cloud that's as high as where you're standing in the water, you realize that you're fucking with some really powerful stuff. Got me? Yeah. Right? So anyway, yeah, so that was our first experience with using M80s. And please, I should have said a disclaimer. If any children or people under the age of 18 are listening, or even adults, do not try these tricks at home. These were back in the old days. We were lucky not to get covered in shards of flying glass from exploding dynamite M80 things under the water. But anyway, yes. So that's what we did. That is one of the things. We made our fireworks more like we blew stuff up, I guess. Yes. So now I'm getting to the actual news story. So I got these M80s, right? Urban says, what do you call dynamite in a French bathroom? Linoleum blown apart. Okay. Not too bad. Anyway, here's the second part of the story. So I've got these M80s. And my brother bought a house at a very young age. He bought a house from a family member that was going to not lose it, but basically was struggling with a mortgage. He took over the payments. He bought a house. So his backyard abutted many, many, many acres of woods, right? He owned a few acres out into the woods, plus the property. But he had all this land behind. What's up, Belt Loop? What's going on? You're here just in time for the second part of story time. So my older brother, the one who gave me the M80s, irresponsibly, probably, right? I'm like 13 years old and he's like 20, 21, whatever it was. And he gives me this bag of M80s. And we experimented with some, but I'm like, man, these have so much force. I bet we could do more. So my brother has a couple of old vehicles that were in his backyard when he took over the house. There's an old truck that's all broke down, missing a hood. The hood's off of it, right? And all this. So a friend of mine and I, we came up with this brilliant idea. We take the truck hood and we set it up against the side of the truck. And we got some PVC pipe. Now, when I was a kid, and some of you remember this, soda and beer cans were not made completely out of aluminum. They were made out of a lot of metal or tin. And the end cups of them, the ends that you drank out of and the top and the bottom of them were made were steel. It could have been the whole thing. I don't remember, but I know that the backs were steel because they weren't like now. You couldn't just like poke something through them easily. So what we did was we took a piece of PVC pipe. We found a can that would fit perfectly into the back of it. And I drilled a hole through the bottom of it. That was probably 1/4 of an inch. And we packed a bunch of stuff in the bottom of this can, but we made it so that, you could get all the way through from the mouth opening to the back of the can. And then we took the PVC pipe and we wrapped it with rope. This was probably 4 feet long, 3.5, 4 feet long piece of pipe. We wrapped it with rope and then we put duct tape around it, like a big, huge layer of duct tape around the whole thing all the way out to the end. And then we put a whole bunch of this foam stuff on there and we duct taped that to it. So it had padding on it. And what we essentially made was a backyard bazooka. Can you guess what the ammunition was going to be for it? M80s. Yes. Again, don't try this at home. I'm telling you stories of stupidity from my youth. So we took all kinds of crazy shit and stuck it in that piece of PVC pipe, our backyard bazooka story. That's what I'm calling this. We stuck all kinds of crazy shit in there. We stuck old pieces of rebar. We stuck nails. I put nuts and bolts that were in an old rusty bin in my brother's basement in there. And we shot all that stuff at the hood of this truck. Well, if you're doing this with one M80, and that's throwing stuff out hard enough to put sizable dents in the hood of a truck from, I don't think we were more than 25 feet away. I'm surprised none of this stuff ricocheted back and killed us. We figured, yes, my story is purely for science. That's correct. Don says, I'm afraid where this is going. So if one M80 will throw that stuff out hard enough to seriously dent a steel hood off of an old truck, 2 M80s has got to be great. 2 M80s was awesome. But you know what? 3 M80s, you got to try. Now, at 2 M80s, I will admit, the thing had some kick to it, right? It had some kick to it. And we're talking about old pipe wrapped in rope and duct tape. But the third one, it almost pulled the thing out of my hands. And it hit with so much force that the hood actually blew over and fell on the ground. Okay, and stuff did scatter and ricochet. And when we looked at the tube, it had cracked in a couple of places. And the only thing holding it together still was the rope and the duct tape. So needless to say, there was a finite amount of shots that we were firing out of that. But I would strongly encourage or discourage, I would strongly discourage anyone from ever trying that. Very, very dangerous and something that only stupid kids in the 70s could get away with doing. Lucky to not be killed and still be alive. But that is backyard bazooka. And that was part of my youth. What a glorious time to be alive in the United States. Anyway, that is my story for tonight, folks. I hope it brought terror to your face, a little bit of laughter, because it was a pretty stupid and idiotic thing for us to do. What happened if you used 2? Well, 2 worked fine. 3 was a no-go. So what is this? Urban says, I was marring my naked body in the mirror today when I said to my wife, look at this, 200 pounds of pure dynamite. Wife replied, too bad. Too much information. Too much information, Urban. You're killing me, brother. You're killing me. Anyway, yes, that I'm glad you survived. There's many instances in my youth that I'm glad I survived. When I think back on that, it was just so stupid. So stupid. And that's why they don't give fireworks like that to anybody really anymore, especially not teenagers. More likes brings back memories of fun. Yes, it does. It does bring back memories of fun. I'm just glad that I survived and still have all my fingers and hands. But anyway, guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed story time for tonight. It's going to be a little bit shorter live stream, obviously. Congratulations to Troy for being the winner of the giveaway tonight. It was just an impromptu thing. I wanted to give back a little bit to the community. Bottle rocket wars were always fun. Those were a ton of fun to do with bottle rockets. Did that when I was a kid too. And Beltloop says, we all did very stupid stuff as a kid. These days, kids are protected from themselves. And sometimes, rightfully so. Generally speaking, no, we've taken all risk, reward, and accountability out of society for some kids, but that's a story for a different time. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys all showed up tonight. Thank you for sharing part of your Tuesday night with me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go back there and make some tacos with Mrs. Edge and go chill out on the back deck and smoke a little bit and have a relaxing evening, I hope. Watch a little bit of Cole. I love all you guys. I am trying to do the best I can with the live streams and the content. So I really appreciate your patience with that. We've definitely been stymied by a few little health issues here and there. But again, I hope you guys have a great evening. If you're going to be watching Cole, I'll see some of you soon. All right, everyone. I love you. Take care, and I'll see you next time. All right. Good night, everybody. Love you.